Good morning. It is May 17th, 2024, 10:01 a.m. We're meeting with IAEP for bargaining. My name is Nikki Powell, Interim HR Director.
Kristen Buell from the County Attorney's Office.
West Moreno County Administration.
Eric Gilmore, Public Safety.
Christopher Stevens, EMS.
Debbie Bowers, County Administration.
Tamika Williams, Public Safety.
Diamond Melvin, IAP.
Chad Stumble, IAP.
Virginia Anderson, IAP.
Mr. Marasco?
Sorry, Mike Morosco, IAP.
Were you able to print out what I sent you yesterday? I have copies of these. Okay.
Yes,
I was just
thank you.
making sure.
Yes, and actually we have a response for you on those proposals. Let me just finish a quick note here. Okay, Article 4, we have a tentative agreement on that.
Great.
Article 6, we maintain our number 1 in Article 6 and we withdraw the rest of our proposal. Now, Article 10.
Hang on just a second. What was
Oh, sure.
number 1 in Article 6 that you're referring to?
We didn't have 6.1, it was just one, it's entitled seniority, has an A and B. We're retaining that,
Okay.
but withdrawing 2, 3, and 4.
Got it.
Okay, Article 10. We have a question about your proposal on 10.3. If the employee opts to avail themselves of the opportunity to stay for 2 hours, what will they be assigned to? You're not going to put them on an ambulance to go out and answer calls if they're there for 2 hours, correct?
No,
Just
no,
clarify
no.
what
Yeah,
what
okay.
this is.
All right.
Office work, something in the building, something to get
Okay.
done.
Not just sitting around.
No, for sure, okay. So,
Yeah.
that's why I just kind
Yeah,
of.
that's all it-
Exactly.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Figure it out.
So other than that, we would like to add, in addition to extra shift in 10.03, extra or relief shift. We think that relief employees should have the same option of, if they agree to take a shift and it's canceled with less than 4 hours' notice, they should be given the same opportunity to.
Where are you?
Okay, all right.
I have a quick question. Is that optional? So if they come in
Yeah,
and
it
they
says
can't,
we'll
I
be
just want to
permitted
verify
to,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
I'm so sorry, can you explain optional? Can you
They-
expand on optional?
It's the
Yes.
employee's choice. They'll be permitted to do it, but if they wanted to just go home, they can just go home.
If the supervisor were to cancel them,
Okay.
when they walk in the door rather than 4 hours before the start of their shift, they are given the option if they want to stay and work the 2 hours. It's not required.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we withdraw our 10.04, and we withdraw our 10.08, but we maintain our 10.06, but as we said last meeting, last session, increase the 1 hour in our proposal to 2 hours.
Is there-
Okay, so we withdraw 10.04,
Four, right,
maintain 10.06,
Yeah.
withdraw 10.08.
right.
Okay.
Okay, and then I'm gonna skip over Article 12 for the moment, and go to Article 15, because we have a tentative agreement on Article 15. So I figured get to the easiest one first.
Okay.
Yeah, we can talk.
Now, that leaves us with Article 12.
Oh,
We
so we
with-
have a TA on 15, is that what you said?
Yeah, we have a
Okay.
TA on 15.
Sorry.
We withdraw our 12.05, the critical care,
Let me get back to it.
differential.
Okay. Got it?
And I know the last time we wanted to add, EMT rate of pay for the jail assignments, and you said that's in the jail's budget, so you had to check with them to see if it was all right to
We're
do.
good, we're good with it, we just gotta include
But
it.
not
into
at
the-
the
Okay.
not at the $1.83, it'd be at the EMT rate, which is somewhere around 75 cents, 80-something cents, I'll find the EMT rate.
Is that a percentage of the pay? Is that how y'all got to that?
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
I've just never seen that before.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
but you are all right with that at the EMT rate of pay? Okay,
Yeah, and I had a note to get that rate, and I did not get that rate before this session. I apologize.
Include that in the
But
rate.
yes, we are.
And we maintain, as you are doing, maintaining your position at 12.1, we're maintaining our position at 12.1 also. And 12.3 and 4, those, we've been tentatively agreed on those for quite a while.
Yeah.
So the only thing remaining open there is 12.01.
Well, lettuce caucus,
Okay,
and we'll talk about 6 and 10,
okay,
and I got you.
okay,
Thank you.
all right.
All right, we're back from caucus.
I was advised during the caucus that we've had a discussion with the training department, and for them, Fridays at 10 a.m.
At
works
4.
better,
Four.
at 4,
Fridays at 4.
works better than Tuesdays at 9.
On,
So when for the union presentation
Okay.
to the new employees, we originally had TA'd Tuesdays at 9. Over the last few weeks, until everything got settled with this, we had just been contacting Houston and saying, hey, when is good for you? And he's been telling us Friday at 4. So we spoke with him the other day and said, hey, is Friday at 4 good with you? Because we've TA'd Tuesday at 9. And he said that Friday at 4 would be fine. It's at the end of the week, it's at the end of the training
As long as
period. And
as long as
Yeah.
the training
Yeah.
division that's what they've identified, then that's
Yeah,
what.
that,
If y'all are good with it,
since they're the ones who are doing it, it works better for them than
It's-
Tuesday at 9.
Yes, there's a program, yeah, it's
I
it's their
would rather
timeline,
it
so-
be something that
Okay,
works in their
so,
schedule,
I
and
got no
that works
problem
for
with
us, so.
Yeah, I got no problem with that, so that makes it easier, so, whatever.
Perfect.
So, I'm gonna, by hand, and then initial it, change the Tuesday at 9 to Friday at 4, and then initial to the TA. Okay.
That's fine.
Can we make that flexible? Because if we mutually agree to a different time, we don't want to have to change the
So
contract.
I am fine with adding language.
Maybe it just says whatever time
Usually
works for
it's-
the training department.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
then why don't,
Something might come up.
why don't we reprint this, Nikki, and say, and have it say, at a time, at whatever time the training department wishes it to be.
Fridays at, well, let's, Fridays
Yeah,
at
put
4
Fridays.
unless otherwise agreed upon
Right.
Yeah.
by both parties.
Yeah.
Then you're flexible.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
and it says, provide another date time that,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't want to
Okay, so it kinda goes-
So I will by hand, I'm going to the
Fridays
Fridays
at
at 4, and then we've already got the language unless, okay.
All right,
that's
good
no
deal.
big deal.
That's the whole union agreement, just to change it.
Article 6, we are gonna maintain our Article 6. I think we've already talked about leave accruals. Leave accruals, which is in the second sentence of your 1A, leave accruals are addressed in the leave articles, and that's how leave accruals are maintained. So it's based on a full-time hire date. There might be some bridge seniorities and things like that leave accruals are based on.
We're fine with, I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
and I think we're looking for some
It's B,
separation
B
there.
is really the thing that's most important to us.
We're
Yes, that's-
really
that's
focused
priority.
on the shift assignments.
Okay,
Because-
and again, we would maintain that as management, right?
Yes.
So while they do look at seniority, sometimes when they're making those calls, we would maintain that as management, right?
So what
Article 10.03, we were okay with adding relief, and I think Eric was gonna speak to 10.06.
Well, actually,
I was
Debbie's,
good, yeah.
Debbie's gonna
somebody
speak
down
to
there.
So we're not gonna include that because it's an operational issue. But what I wanna reemphasize, and I think we had said this before, as soon as this is over, we're gonna reinstate the regular meetings between whoever with the union and management to discuss operational issues to see if we can come to, some agreement if change is needed.
So you're talking
But I don't
about
wanna-
regular labor management
Yes,
meetings?
yes.
That is actually a good forum in which to deal with that issue,
Yes,
guys.
please, that would help us out, that would help you guys out. We gotta, we gotta work, so,
Call me maybe.
no.
No,
Oh, you
call
guys.
you definitely, yes. Diamond, if they don't call me. Okay.
I got you,
Okay.
I got you, all right.
Article 12, so the EMT equivalent is about half of the paramedic equivalent for like the assignment pay. So it was 92 cents, we're good with adding that, and then Ms. Moreno will speak to
Did you say 92, by the way? 92 cents, is that?
92, yes.
92 cents, okay.
How is it calculated, just in case anybody asks that comes up?
It's really just kind of, it's an assignment pay
Okay.
for taking a position at the jail rather than a regular EMT position. It's to entice people to work there. They already get high hazard, so they're not getting anything different than you guys other than working at the jail.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a paramedic has more responsibility, more.
Yeah, and we.
You guys know operations better than I do, but the paramedic has more responsibility than an EMT, so we kind
Yeah.
of just did a half equivalent. If you look at a firefighter, for example, they only have a 51-cent equivalent for an EMT, and they have 2 certifications, where EMT just has the 1 certification. So it's simply an assignment pay for working at the jail.
By the way, you didn't address 10.07, which we maintain. Are you maintaining your rejection of that section?
Oh, I didn't have a note that you maintained it, but yes, we were. I just,
Okay.
yeah.
Which one was that there?
It's the one, if you sign up for overtime shifts, you can cancel it. But if you do it more than 3 times in a 60-day period, you have overtime restrictions. But they're still
No,
rejecting
yeah.
that, okay?
This.
And once again,
But
that
it's
could
an
be, that could be
operational
the,
one.
that's where we sit down and.
Be in our relationship.
Yes, absolutely. So- All right, thanks.
All right, so as far as the wage proposals, I'll say this, I certainly appreciate them. I'm not saying they're not deserved. I would say where we're at, and I've said this to other union groups as well, with EMS, I think wages have increased about 43% in the past 2 years, which I think is a very significant move. You also hit getting shifted differential and a weekend differential, which makes a huge difference. But what I've told some of the other groups is where we're at right now as we move through the budget. We do have an increase built in, and y'all do have the Me Too clause, so you will get whatever the board approves. Don't know how that's gonna wind up as to what that percentage will be, but it will be something. We're not at the point to where I can institute this request. It's about $1.5 million is what it equates to.
I can tell you that we are going to amend our proposal on wages, and it will be less significant than what our current position is. We just haven't finalized what we're going to do yet, but we are going to, I'm gonna use the word onerous because I'm using it from your perspective, you know, a less onerous position on wages.
We'll take a look at it.
All right.
Just keep in mind that we are where we are,
Yeah.
and across the county, we've given significant pay increases in the past 2 years. And again, I think anybody who's been with me these past 2.5 years knows we raised wages, and I love raising wages because I've been at the very bottom. I know what it takes to work 6 days of overtime, 10 hours a day. I know what it is to do that. So I do appreciate it, but that's where, as a county right now, across the county, that's kind of where we're at.
And I would say that we definitely recognize that and we appreciate that perspective. Where some of the concern on our side comes in is part of the reason those increases were so large 3 years ago is because we went so long without them. And we are going to end up back in that same position in 6 years if we don't do some sort of incremental increase to keep ahead of it. And I don't want to keep doing this every 10 years where you're having to do 30-40% raises.
So basically,
easier if we
what
do
we
it.
need to do is we need to assess where we need to go and what kind of proposal we need to make you. So I'm gonna suggest that we set up one more date, and we will present you with a revised wage proposal, and at that point, either it results in a proposal from you that gets us an agreement, or we end up saying, okay, we have one issue left, we're gonna end up going.
And I do appreciate that, I really do, because, I mean, we went through a 7-year stretch where we didn't get anything for 2 years.
Yeah.
And of course, that creates problems. And then on top of that, in 2007 or 8, the board did away with longevity.
Right.
And that certainly didn't help compression at all.
Right.
No, and that's obviously, it's a big,
Yeah,
the
I
compression's a
certainly
big issue.
appreciate your viewpoint, I really do.
And when you come up with the wages that we're going to propose, please, let's do apples to apples. Look at EMS, EMS-based systems, not private ambulance systems in the area. And also do consider that we do
The
have.
comparables we provided last time only had one private, and it was our next door
I
neighbor.
got you, but.
And I don't know if you're aware of the increases they've recently had.
Well, they haven't finalized them yet, and they're still in negotiations, and I'm talking to some of those counties, and they're not gonna get there, it doesn't sound like. That's just what I'm hearing. And also that, we do have the shift diff, we do have the $2 stack with the $1 on nights and weekends, so nobody else has that, so just understand, we do have a little bit
I got you.
on the bump, so,
Yeah.
okay.
Will you come up with those if you can get me the numbers earlier? Because Tamika and I kind of have an income statement we've been working on, and that'll give us the ability to look and see.
Okay, no, that makes sense. We'll get them to you in
Yeah,
advance of our next
Friday
session.
projections.
And yeah, and you can do the costing and all of that.
Perfect.
All right.
So, we have 4 and 15 that we've TA'd.
Yeah.
That leaves 6, 10, and 12 open.
Yeah.
I'm assuming language on all of those, or you're just gonna discuss and.
Well, let me put it this way, if we need to discuss based upon what was discussed after your caucus. Why don't we caucus again today, give us an opportunity to discuss your response on those, and see if we can perhaps resolve some of those. All right?
We have a question real quick before we go.
Sure.
On the wage rate currently, there's the couple of cents increase on the pay. What is?
We're trying to get back to the pay scale, so we've had to make adjustments to the pay scale
Okay.
over the last couple of years, and, that's all we're trying to do.
I figured that's what it
Okay.
was, but I was just
Yeah.
curious.
Get
if
you guys
that's-
back on the
Do
pay
we
scale.
have-
I sent it to your previous president multiple times and he never signed just a couple of cents to get to the pay scale. That's all that is.
Okay, all right, all right.
Can you
We
send me a copy
assumed
of
that it
those?
was something like that, but yeah, all right.
It's on the county website, but I'll send it to you.
I appreciate it.
We need to sign it.
Huh?
Do we need to sign it, or is it good? I mean, we're good, we can do it. I mean, I know you're trying to send it to somebody else, but I mean, we're here. so-
I mean, you know.
All right, yeah, we
So
figured
now
that's what it
just,
was.
we can-
All right.
All right, why don't you let us
Yeah,
caucus
that's
that,
the pay
and
scale,
we'll,
so when
okay.
you do make your suggestions, you can make it
Yes,
with
that
the
would be
pay
helpful.
scale,
I
absolutely.
appreciate it. And had I realized that, we could have done that sooner.
I told you 8 months ago.
No, you didn't,
I
because you don't
did.
call me.
All right, I'm gonna, turn this off for us to go to caucus.
All right, yeah.
All right, recorder's on, we're back from caucus.
Okay.
Here's your.
Oh, great, thank you. We're back on recorder?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. In Article 6, we maintain just the second sentence of our 6.1B, which is the one about seniority assignments to shifts. We'd already withdrawn 6, 2, 3, and 4, and now we withdraw everything in 6.1 except for that sentence. In Article 10, with 10.3, with your agreeing to put the relief shift in, the extra and relief shift, we're now agreed on 10.3, and we will withdraw 10.6 and 10.7 and agree to discuss those in labor management, which will now give us a tentative agreement on Article 10. Since we had already reached a tentative agreement on Article 15, the only thing, we are in Article 12, 10.2, with adding EMT at 92 cents, we have an agreement there. The only thing that remains open is 12.1, and we will revise our proposal on our wage proposal in 12.1. So we're down now to the one sentence in Article 6 and 12.1, the wage increases. And I know we are never able to do this, but it would be nice if we could set up the next date while we're all here. If everybody could look at the calendars rather than,
This is theirs.
yeah.
Sorry, scratch it off.
That's great.
It's not that many. Excuse me.
We're about 400.
Do you have the dates that I sent you in June still? Go back to those emails.
Yeah, if you
Because
just
I
let me know
those-
what dates they will.
We had some availability on those dates. I'm
Yeah.
trying to go back and find, those emails.
Basically, in June, the week beginning June 3rd and June 10th, I'm free, but,
We weren't.
okay. And I'm not available the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, he's not good with that. I can make the 12th and 13th work, the 17th, 18th.
No, they're not available those weeks.
No.
Wait, which ones did you say? We're not available the first, like, 2 weeks.
Yeah, and those are the 2 weeks that I am
We're
available.
What about June 18th? Do you have anything, Dick? June 18th?
Yeah, I'm not, the next 2 weeks I'm not available.
And then the next
Oh,
week?
no, I am. I can do that week.
The-
So sorry.
Which week was
Which
that?
week?
20th? Hey,
I can do the 20th, yeah.
No, we worked that day.
June 20th? We are off June 20th.
Oh, you were correct, actually.
Yeah, we're off the 18th. That
I'm
would
glad
be
you
a
know.
good weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
The-
Are you
June
guys may be
20th?
available on the 20th?
Well, as of yesterday, the hearing on the unfair labor practice charge was scheduled to begin at 9 a.m. Central on June 20th.
Oh.
Nebraska.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, yes, I have it on my calendar.
So no, we would not be available the 20th.
Okay,
Neither will we.
okay. And so previous to that in June, there was nobody available, correct? So it's basically that weekend will be on.
Well, yeah,
is
because
when the next
we're
one is.
almost at the end of, May now.
Yeah.
And I'm available the first 2 weeks in June, but the county
Yeah,
isn't
okay.
available.
And there's nothing the next 2 weeks at the end of May?
No,
He
I'm,
can't.
Because you're not,
He's
yeah.
not available.
I'm gonna be in Buffalo the last week.
You need to tell us when he's available and we'll see that.
Yeah, beginning the 24th, I'm gonna be in Buffalo, having negotiations.
I mean, what,
So-
are you available the 19th? June 19th? The day
Yes.
before the 20th?
Yeah,
That's
It's
a
just a
Juneteenth.
holiday.
It's Juneteenth.
yeah.
We've never had it as a holiday, so I'm not used to it, sorry.
Yeah, we do, but it doesn't matter, I'd be willing to, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean,
Miracles
most
happen.
of us could probably be available, but the building won't be open, so.
Well, that makes it difficult, yeah.
Anybody?
I mean, we're easy, so it's just what you guys think.
We will be working for you that day.
So now, what,
The
what,
17th.
what day? you
Anybody
come?
for June 25th? Any takers?
No, I'm in Buffalo. the
You're in
entire week.
Buffalo, sorry.
Oh, okay, I thought you
21st.
said May you were in Buffalo.
How long are you in Buffalo?
I have negotiations the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of that week. And I fly there on Monday and fly
So
back
that's a
on the
week.
Friday.
A week.
And then the
So
next
I'm-
week
I'm-
is- Anybody for July 9th?
And there's,
I'm available
Yeah,
for that.
you can do
and there's nothing
21st.
for the next,
21st.
there's nothing at the end of May, correct?
Did you check the 21st?
21st of June? Did you check that date?
I am
Um,
available
Y'all are
on the
working.
21st,
Yeah.
but they're all working.
Well, what time?
It would be
Early.
morning.
Yeah, if we did it in the morning so that I could
Well-
fly home on Friday night rather than fly home on a Saturday,
I'd
I'm
say
fine
it'd be
with
better
that.
if it was like 1 to 3, that'd be.
Mike, what about you on the 21st?
I mean, we need better than 9, but.
1 to 3.
Yeah, I think
Just
I'm
leave it
clear.
straight.
No, that's what I'm saying, is one,
Yeah,
if you
all
have
right.
it on Friday, like 1 to 3.
So does that work for you guys, 21st?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Say
saying.
10 o'clock?
We're saying morning, but they're saying afternoon. You
We,
were saying
so
morning.
we work that night, the night of the 21st,
Okay.
so we
You
work.
did last night also.
No. So we're saying
Keep
going.
going at this
They
point.
go-
We're saying we don't wanna
Oh,
do it at 9 o'clock in the morning because we have to go to work at 5 o'clock that night. So if we go, if
Oh.
we're here from 9 to 11, then it's 4 hours until we gotta be to work, so we,
So
yeah.
yes, we must be.
We would need it
flying on
now.
Saturday.
Yeah.
You're looking at next week.
No,
He wasn't
The
available.
following
Like I
week.
said, and when there's nothing,
He's
I
not
know that's very
available.
quick,
He's
but
not
nothing in the
available.
next 2 weeks,
So
nothing in
then-
the end of May, correct? Nothing in May
Oh,
at
no,
all?
good God,
So
no.
then-
Okay.
Yeah, next week I'm in New Jersey, the week after that, I'm actually in Buffalo.
And then back to
Yeah,
Buffalo
yeah.
again, okay, I got you.
Okay, so we cannot do the 21st in the morning? Is that what y'all are saying?
Can you do it in the afternoon?
He did. He could do the afternoon.
Oh, I thought he just said
No.
she played on Saturday.
Now we do it.
Well, we're off the night before, so we can just make it work. Can we do 8 a.m.? Does that work for you? You wanna do 8? What time do you wanna do?
That's what works for
9.
y'all.
Yeah, whatever, as early as y'all can do.
On the
First?
21st?
Yeah,
On
let's do
Friday.
9 to 11 on the
Yeah, we said
21st.
9, yeah.
We will make it work.
Oh, okay, all right.
All right.
You might have to come by and like.
9 to 11, so I can get the invite sent out June 21st. 9 to 11, June 21st.
And if it would help, we could do it at public safety.
I mean, it's really 6 and 1, half dozen of the
Okay.
other. I appreciate
Yeah.
it though.
If you do it public safety, you can cancel your morning meeting.
Well, do you wanna cancel that meeting?
I don't even know what it is.
Okay.
Schedule it here.
And we will get you a revised proposal in advance of that meeting.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
that'd be great.
Yeah,
All right,
very good.
thank you guys.
Thank you.
Easy enough for you.